Lawmakers, the Nigerian Navy, Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency NIMASA, Nigerian Shippers Council, and several civil society organizations on Monday rejected the bill for an act to establish Nigerian Marine Corps. Known as a bill for an act to establish Nigerian Marine Corps to promote maritime security, HB 225, the bill, sponsored by Rep. Alex Egbona, passed second reading on the floor of the House on Thursday, 30th November 2023, and was referred to the House Committee on Navy for a public hearing.
Very much distinguished honorable chairman of this great committee, distinguished honorable members, honorable colleagues, our invited guests, gentlemen of the press. Mr. Chairman, first and foremost, let me make it very clear. First, I'm not a member of the Committee on Navy. Mr. Chairman, you will recall that on the floor of the House, when this bill was debated for second reading, there was a argument by many of us parliamentarians who were not comfortable with the bill. We didn't want the bill to go through the second reading on the floor of the House, and His Excellency the Right Honorable Speaker mandated those of us who on the floor of the House did not support the bill to make sure that we make our submissions during the public hearing, at least for Nigerians and our constituents to also know. So I will not go into the document which we, those of us against the bill, about 56 of us, but we have signed and submitted our report as regards to this bill. That notwithstanding, I would like to make one point, like I said on the floor of the House that day. Honorable Chairman, sir, if this bill had come about 2 years ago, myself, Philip Agbese, would have supported it wholeheartedly. Because of course there was a time we saw lapses in the operations of certain agencies that are responsible for carrying out certain functions and are not living up to expectation. Glory to God, a time came in the history of our country that we have seen changes, seen tremendous improvement in how some of these things are to be done. And to that end, we believe that the giant elephant in the room, there was a time in Nigeria we all clamored for the creation of security agencies like the Civil Defense and other agencies, even Man o' War, Forest Guard, etc., to take over the role of the Nigerian police. And our clamor at that point was that the police was not working or not doing its job effectively. These agencies were created, and up till now, that problem has not been solved. It therefore means that the creation of agencies will not in any way solve the problem, especially in cases where there exist agencies. All that we need as a nation, Mr. Chairman, sir, is to address that elephant in the room. And in addressing that elephant in the room, which nobody is ready to hear, is to tell ourselves the truth. Before now, it has been said that if we tell ourselves the truth, one day we'll die. If we lie, one day we'll die. And the truth is that the agencies of government have already been saddled with the responsibility to ensure that things work in the country. We should look at the issues that confront them, the issues that militate against them that have not allowed them to perform their duty. So one is the issue of funding. Thank God, Mr. Chairman, budget consideration is coming very soon. Some of these agencies are within your purview. So I will ask that instead of creating the maritime guard, that we should instead inject more financial resources into these agencies that will saddle with the responsibility of protecting our maritime waters. I so submit at this point, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Members are already.
And like we have said, so much has been said with regards to duplication, resource constraints, command and control. Most importantly, what threat analysis was carried out, like somebody said. What does this Corp intend to do differently? And like many others have said, why not strengthen already existing agencies, already existing services to do their work? Nigeria used to be a high-risk area in terms of piracy, but with our efforts, Nigeria was removed from the list of piracy-prone countries as far back as 2022. All of these add up to the commercial and economic prosperity of this country. We're talking of investor confidence, we're talking of insurance premiums and all of that. They all have a direct linkage to the economic prosperity of this country. A lot has been said. I don't intend to take too much time. Somebody mentioned the US Marines as an example and why Nigeria should go along that route. But I clearly state that the US Marines is not a maritime security outfit as was envisaged. It's a fighting force, like the armed forces. Clearly, the Navy already has its own special forces arms, which, if you are thinking in that direction, has already been established. So there's actually no need for anything new. Going into the bill, so many sections contradictory. In particular, Section 7 very quickly talked about assisting the Navy and one other agency in carrying out certain functions, acts of pollution.
Because of time. It is imperative to highlight that similar proposals to establish new maritime agencies have been raised in the past, such as the creation of a Coast Guard by incorporating some members of the Merchant Navy. These initiatives have been rightly due to concerns about duplication, inefficiency, and unnecessary bureaucracy. It has become of a vicious cycle, and if allowed, could be of a superfluous agency. The Nigerian police advised that, peradventure, there are any private entities advocating for the creation of these agencies, they should be encouraged to seek to join and collaborate with the existing maritime forces. Their expertise could be beneficial if integrated into the Nigerian Navy or the Nigerian Police Marine Section or other maritime law enforcement units, thereby promoting efficiency and resource optimization. We conclude that the proposed Nigerian Marine Corps, while well-intentioned, has the potential to create more problems than it solves. A more prudent approach would be to strengthen existing agencies and optimize their capabilities to ensure effective maritime security. By streamlining existing structures and fostering interagency cooperation, Nigeria can enhance maritime security capabilities without incurring unnecessary costs or creating additional bureaucracy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, representative of the Inspector General of Police. These are public hearing. There are people that their responsibility is to write what you say, word to word. So delete that. Senate, its reps. We take responsibility. We know he is before us this typographical error. Thank you.
Good afternoon, honorable members. My name is Comrade Danesi Momo Prince. I'm the convener for Empowerment for Unemployed Youths Initiative. Empowerment for Unemployed Initiative are worries on the establishing the Nigeria Maritime Corps regarding the responsibility as supervising authority and resources for its smooth operations. It is crystal clear that the aims and objectives of the maritime bill is on what we already have, what is in existence, and the Nigerian Navy and other security outfits that have been mounting waterways. They have been doing their best. I think on this note, the sponsor of this bill have done well. We have commended him. But on the green economy, what Nigeria is passing through today, we don't see need for this. And all we are saying, we are here to oppose the establishment of the Marine Corp. Environmentally, we are saying no to it. And we don't see any reason why, with what the Navy are doing, what the security operatives are doing in the waterways, and we are still intending to have another body, because of definitely this is going to be a duplication of efforts, and the issue mostly is the little resources Nigeria is having today and the resources allocation. With our understanding with the Nigeria economic situation today, we don't really have much to finance another corps that will be doing what already existing body is doing. And to the best of our knowledge.
Thank you. What you are saying